Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak.
I got the damn music off on that one. It's fine.
On every continent, deeper than you know. I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them I emulate, but none of them I demonstrate. Hip-hop will never need a eulogy. They give us 10%.
How we doing? One more time. Okay, that's going to be good for you. We're here. We're live. It has been a little bit of an adventure getting the audio and everything working on this evening. Everything wanted to update, but we are here for another Reconcilable Differences. Yes, we're a day late, but we're not $1 short. I am Dead on Dave.
And I'm Blossom.
Hello. Hello. Welcome back. We didn't do it last night. We had to do it tonight.
No, yesterday was crazy. Today is
the whole
crazy
week's
too.
been crazy.
I know everything is.
The month, this year, 2024 has been insane. Have we had a break in 2024?
It's only March.
End of March. It is over. Pretty
It
much.
doesn't even feel like it.
It's a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we're still in January.
I know, and like some crazy stuff happened. Well, I managed to piss off 2 people. One person.
Yes.
Yeah. So. We're not going to get into specifics about
what
what I'm doing.
All the specifics.
Well, about like classes and everything that I'm taking. Just know it's medical medicine.
Blossom takes
and
classes.
Yeah. And go to college. Woo.
She is astute.
Pretty much.
Studious.
So I'll start with the easy one first.
So you pissed people off today.
Yeah, but this one, okay, so the classes that I pay for, I'm like, it's out of pocket. And so I'm in some of these classes, it's really male dominated. There's like, not a lot of females in there. And long story short, there is a girl that is no longer in class. And what happens is on skills day, on lab days, the instructor will bring in like some of his buddies who are in the profession and go over some stuff. Well, one of his buddies, Andy, came in and was kind of like, when gases are exchanging in the body, what is that? You go. Respiration. You're not answering quick enough. Or why don't you know this? Or why don't you? And sometimes I'll just be like, I have no idea. Like he can yell at me or whatever, but I have no idea. And
no idea, no fucks.
And then he goes, well, you should know. And
you should know.
I mean, listen, guys, like it's so, his questions aren't that hard. He was like, what are the 2 gases in the body? Like we breathe in oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide, we breathe out, but because he's coming at you all like boot camp style, you're like, what? And so for me though, I'm like, whatever. You're not about to intimidate me for a class that I pay for out of pocket. But the girl in front, she's all, 19 or 20? So she's all, and she's sitting there jotting notes and stuff like that. And he would pick on her and she'd be like, she didn't even have like the.
But he wants to weed out the weak.
She didn't have the mouth to be like, oh, I don't know. Just say you don't know. And she's like, and he goes, you're not paying attention. Stop writing and pay attention. I'm up here. I don't know what you do. And she never came back to class again.
Oh, really?
So then they mention her. So basically my instructor goes, Andy's coming back tomorrow and Wednesday because I'm going to be out, yada, yada, yada. And then one girl in the class was like, oh, I wasn't here when Andy was here. What happens when Andy's here? And the other dude goes, the other girl that sat over there, she's no longer here because of Andy. And then the instructor starts laughing and everything. Starts like, yeah, she can't take it or whatever. And I said, well, it's not funny. Like, why is it funny that she paid for this education and she got ran off and he was like, oh, education, well, we'll start up with you tomorrow, so you're gonna show us this.
Baby,
yeah
kept that mouth shut.
I know. He was like, we're gonna start off with you tomorrow, so it's you. So the CPR, I'm CPR certified, so that's fine. But then all the other shit, plus I gotta memorize stuff. He goes, right in front, you're gonna go first, and we're all gonna see you since you pay for the education.
Shit.
And I'm like, why didn't I just shut up? Like, I was like, fuck. Like, and she's not even at the fucking class anymore. And I sat there. And so now that's why I have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, because I need to study.
Shit.
Yeah. And so I was like, fuck.
So look, I tried to tell you this at the beginning, and without telling what you're doing, you're in a course that it's high pressure. They're trying to
smell
run.
something burning.
Do you?
I smell something burning.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Where? I have no sense of smell. Where is it? Hold on, something's burning. Do you seriously, like...
What's that smell?
I don't know. I have no sense of smell. I have no sense of smell, but she smells
Did you
something.
cook something?
No.
Maybe my nose is fucked up. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just me.
Is anything on? Check everything. Open up everything. Check everything.
Maybe it's just me.
Check. Look outside. Do you see something burning outside? The window's open.
Okay, maybe it's just me. I don't think I'm losing.
Is there? Well, I mean, maybe something's burning up.
I don't know. All right, well,
Well, we'll keep an eye out.
you hear something, a fire alarm. All right, if you hear a fire alarm, then
If the fire alarm goes off or something, I don't know.
Oh.
She smells something burning. I have no sense of smell. I'm like the worst person for this. I'm the worst person for. We're gonna die. We're gonna fucking burn up.
no, don't say that.
Yeah, we're gonna burn
Stop.
up in this piece.
I thought I don't know, whatever.
I
It's been a
worry
long
about
day.
that. I worry about fucking fires. I worry about like carbon monoxide, dioxide leaks and stuff. Oh my God, I'm gonna die because I have no sense of smell. I need a
Yeah.
canary.
Well, let's not think about
Like
that.
coal mining techniques. Need a canary. If the bird dies, get the fuck out. That's how it works.
Well, you just use your other senses. Actually, they say your other senses should be stronger.
I do feel I'm pretty much an X-Man. I mean, I'm superhuman in a lot of ways. So, yes, they're trying to... Yeah, I can't believe you said something.
I know, and Man, I literally gotta be up there and do everything in front of people tomorrow. And
Yeah,
I
you
hate it.
do.
Anyway, so that was one.
Well, see, here's the thing. They you know this now. They want to ride you. Whether you paid for it or not, they're training what they feel are the next of their profession. And they take it very seriously because it's pretty important.
Yeah.
So I understand it. Yeah, you should have let that girl just die on that hill. That was she couldn't hack it.
I didn't like the fact that he sat there and was laughing with the rest of the class.
I know.
About how you scared off someone who paid to be here, paid for you to teach them.
It
and
sucks
instead
that
you were
she's
sitting
losing money.
Yeah, it pissed me off. So that was like
I can understand it, but it is part of their job. I think part of their job is to run people off who cannot make it. And honestly, whoever hired them, they're probably going to thank them for not,
well, no, yeah, that's their
whole.
whole. They think that
It sucks, but I get it. I do get it. I'm. You got to remember, I'm military.
she got yelled at for taking notes
Yeah.
in class, and he was like, "Oh, well, she was reading behind and fell behind." Like, she was still like, she was in class taking notes. So I don't know. It was stupid to me.
It's frustrating, and I can understand it. But I mean that it's, and you know what? I'll even take it a step further. It is a form of hazing. It's a form of hazing. It's a. But I feel this is one of those double standard situations. I feel it's necessary. I feel it's important. I feel if you can't hack it, I'd rather know as a trainer, someone who's trained like soldiers, someone who's trained people to shoot, all this stuff. I'd rather know in a classroom rather than in practical. When someone's life could be on the line, when you could be on the line, whatever the case may be, it's like you got to know early, and that's part of what they're being trained for. What does suck is unlike your situation, I didn't have to pay. I just went to basic. I just went to the Army. I knew exactly what I was getting into. So here's where I do think they should be a little more forthcoming. And they should probably have something in there, like if they do make you tap out, that you should get some sort of your tuition back or something.
I think that if you're bullying someone out, yeah, she should at least get some type of reimbursement. So anyways, didn't shut up. Now I got to do the whole thing tomorrow. So that was number 1. Number 2 was interesting.
I thought that was 2 and 1 there.
No.
Okay, all right. Give me number 2.
No, number 2 was my night class that I just came from.
What's up,
Apparently, hi everyone.
Hi everybody, how you doing? They said the set's gorgeous.
Oh, cool.
It
Sweet.
really is, isn't it? They're right.
Cool
Continue
beans.
full.
The second one, real quick, was sorry, I'm playing with this mic. There we go. The second one was okay, so I have this night class as well, and I didn't go to the first 2 skills, the first 2 labs because I had to work, so I didn't go. So I showed up on day 3. And so I'm waiting, and this guy walks in, and he goes, "Oh, are you new here?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. And he's like, "Oh," he puts his hands out. I'm like, "If you don't mind, and I want to shake your hands." And because but I said it in a really nice way. He just looked gross and everything, so I didn't want to shake his hand.
Oh, dap him. You should have dapped him.
So I didn't want to touch him.
Damn.
And so I was like, if you don't mind, I just don't want to shake hands. And he was like, okay. And you end up being my partner for that day, but that's fine. But that was fine. Like that was at least. So I thought it was fine. I thought that was fine, and then I guess today. I forgot to mention. I know you probably don't do trigger warnings on here and think they're jokes.
Trigger warnings, folks. You might be triggered by what we're about to say, and we care about your emotional state. So trigger warning.
Okay, never mind. So, oh my God, I took a photo. I'm not gonna show you guys, but I'll show you.
Yeah, I want to see a photo.
I had to take a photo of him because I was just gonna share it.
Oh, I get to see the gross guy?
I was gonna share it with you off camera.
Oh, yeah.
But since I just got back, I'm gonna show it to you.
Let's see this chud.
So no. So here's the thing.
Oh boy.
He cuts himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you made this a lot less fun.
I told you trigger warning. I told you trigger warning. But
that's not going to save him from my wrath if he's ugly. Okay. I'm going to UGLY. He ain't got no alibi. He's ugly. Yeah, he's ugly.
There's so much layers to this story. So basically, I saw blood
Holy
today.
Fuck.
I saw.
What the shit?
So today I see, you're going to wait for it, okay? Today I saw blood on the table, right? And you know I'm a germaphobe when it comes to, like, if you look gross, I'm not going to shake your hands.
No, she will not.
And so I won't even eat anything. I won't eat anything for a whole day. Like, I won't.
I'm surprised she still likes to hang out around me. I
just won't. If I see something gross, I will not touch you. That's it.
She won't.
That's it. Anyways, so long story short, the dude comes in bleeding, and he had all these cuts already, and he's bleeding on the table. And once again, he's my partner, and I said, I don't want to be partners. I'm so sorry.
Oh, really?
Because it's gross. And he goes, "Oh, aren't you a phlebotomist? Didn't you do phlebotomy?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's different because I'm sorry. I just have like a thing and I can't." He goes, "You don't like me because I'm trans?"
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You got. Yeah.
And so
yes.
I was like,
all right. How'd you handle this?
Well,
Go.
First off, I didn't think about him enough to even like.
You didn't even register.
No, and then I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, no. And so then I went into this whole thing about how such a germaphobe I am. And while the instructor's kind of like staying clear of this conversation. And I'm like,
I wonder why.
And I'm sitting here like, so I had to sit here and I mean, it's sad.
Yeah, to tiptoe through the fucking tulips on that one.
Yeah, it was really bad. And so now he's going to be my partner. But he got mad at me because he thought from day one that I didn't like him because he was trans. That's why I didn't want to shake his hand.
He shouldn't have made that jump, though. I mean, like, it doesn't necessarily. Look, I get everybody wants to be triggered and upset. Yeah, exactly. But a
lot. There's all these Like a lot.
But this is what bothers me, though. Like, see, I'm really glad you told me that story because this shit happens all the fucking time. Oh, wow, yeah. No,
even up there, do you see all?
You can't. That's unavoidable.
I mean, all like, these and then he cut.
And which look, everyone's got their own struggles, but I mean, like maybe wear a long sleeve shirt. I don't know. I mean, like I don't know if that's insensitive to say.
It, but all of this, and then he had to go. Then he cut himself yesterday because it was all new cuts and he was bleeding and was asking the instructor, "Oh, what should I do?" Because once again, we're in the medical stuff, and I'm sitting here like. You were bitching about your bleeding for over 30, and that's what pissed me off today, over 30 minutes. And I know he needs the help, and I feel like he's getting it currently, but I was like, this is self-inflicted, and yet it's like he wanted the instructor to, like the instructor isn't your mom, and he wanted the instructor to care more about, like, what can I do to stop the bleeding here? I'm like, it's self-inflicted, and I don't know. It was just very.
There's so much conflict. There's so much.
There's just so much. And now,
what's the instructor doing? Like, where's an obligation lie?
Well, because
where does an obligation?
Well, she's experienced, so because it's all it's in the medical field. She's like, okay, well, so we're gonna look to see if we have any of this and yada yada yada. But it was just annoying because he took like time away because he wanted the instructor to figure out how she could stop his bleeding.
Right.
Yeah. So the whole thing is frustrating. I don't want him to be my partner, but now it's like if
you're screwed.
Yeah, if I say, "Oh, I don't want you to be my partner," oh, it's because I'm trans. Like, no, I don't want to be near your bleeding body all the time, and I feel bad because what you're going through is hard, but I just don't want to do it. So I was like, and I really wanted to tell you this story, so I was like taking photos to show you the cuts.
This is like classic type of fucking trappery here. Yeah. So this is the classic damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're like you're fucked with a capital F. Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. This is where the mental gymnastics of some of the I'll just say insane people of the world. There are some insane people out there with insane logic traps. And this is where they'll go. I just want to finish my point. I'm not trying to say anything negative about anybody. What I'm saying is this is where these traps will come in. Because I know you. I know you very well at this point, and I know how germophobic you are, and I know that the sight of blood on an arm like that would be it for you. You would not be able to do it. I know that 100%. So I know that your motivations are 100% the way that you're saying them. I know this dude being trans has nothing to do with anything. He knows he cuts himself because he cuts himself. This is the personal responsibility stuff that nobody ever takes. Instead of going to the logical, the obvious in a medical field, maybe this might make somebody uncomfortable. He goes to a victim card. Mm-hmm. And there's no way that he can, other than his own previous experience, blame you for something. But at the same time, he can make that logic fallacy of because the reason he might be cutting himself might have to do with his own transition or anything, that ipso facto, you don't like him because he's trans. Those are those type of logic fallacies that so easily slip into play in situations like this. And everyone gets caught in them. And it really, I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad that you brought that up because it doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah, it was. And then I don't know, he just has issues. And now it's like I already deal with people all day with issues. And like, I don't know. I just wanted one part of the day to not, I just want my lab partner to not have issues. That's it.
Right.
Or at least
not let their issues affect you.
Yeah.
Because
that's all I wanted.
That's my one rule in life. Everyone has issues. We can't stop it. You got bullshit. I got bullshit. Everyone in the chat has bullshit. But when you're in a public setting, you're doing classes, you can't let your bullshit affect other people in the class. You you have to find a way to cap it. If not, maybe you're not doing the right thing. Maybe you're in the wrong profession. Maybe you're in the wrong genre. I don't know. That's not for me to judge.
Yep.
But I think it's for me to ask the question. Because holy hell. Yeah, no, well, you had a day.
I know.
You okay? Do you need a bigger glass of wine?
I know. I was like, oh, I'm drinking wine, but I'm going to be up by 6. But yeah, that was a day. Anyways.
No, Nietzsche, I understand that. I totally get where you're coming from. However, I don't know about taking pictures of people's self-harm. Now, I understand where you're coming from, but she couldn't tell that story to me without showing me some sort of evidence. I understand why she took the picture there. Totally
no. So I took the photo, not for you guys. I took the photo because I wanted to show Dave what I'm talking about. And it has nothing to do with entertainment. It's not for entertainment value, which is why I'm not showing it. But yeah, I wanted to show Dave, like, this is the dude I'm talking about. These are the new cuts and why I just didn't want to. So it's not like I'm not making fun of him for self-harm or any of that stuff. It's more because I was like, hey, Dave, like, this is, you know, I just couldn't even believe the amount of cuts. And then as I was hearing his story, I was like, okay. And that's why I was like, I can't get out of this. I'm his partner because he is transgender and.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
So.
Oh, wow. That's another nuance.
Yes. And the location where he lives.
Oh, wow.
You're basically done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't. Oh, wow. That's rough. No, culturally.
Yeah. So after hearing, I'm like, oh, damn. Like, but at the same time, I don't know. Today was just horrible. My nose bled before this. And then I thought my car was going to get stolen when I went to the 7-Eleven, like,
and
30 minutes ago.
Like sensitive when it comes to like inclusivity and stuff. You're all about that type of stuff. So it's like that's
everyone.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're, as long as you're cool people and all that, and kind people are your kind of people. Mm-hmm. You have a shirt that says that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, sometimes you just want to be able to take a damn class, man. I mean, like, I get it. It sucks. So I really do feel for the person. I hope to get some help.
Yeah.
Devin, not your job or the instructors deal with that for sure. 100%, Nietzsche, 100%. Anything else interesting happened this week? Did we have anything else that we want to hit on before we got into the soup de jour?
No, nothing too thrilling. That's about it. Life's been rough, but
it's been a crazy week, and my week's just started. You know, like it's Monday. I had to work
it's been
today.
A crazy week, and you just started working today.
My days are all messed up.
And then you even said today was a good day for you.
It was slow for the well. I mean, like I was in a good vibe just because it was one of the. I haven't been feeling good all day. Like the last few days, I haven't been feeling good. So today was one of those will it forward. Like okay, maybe I've been a crotchety butthole the last couple of days. So maybe just push yourself forward and be vibey. So that's kind of what I did, and I felt like crap today too. Mm-hmm. But regardless, I just was like, today will be a good day, and today's been a good day. So you just choose for. I'm elbowing the crap out of that.
No, I was going to see if it was burning. It's not.
Do you still smell something burning?
It could be just me. I don't know. Like I said, I just came off of a.
Oh, I don't see any smoke.
Nose thing. Okay, yeah, it could just be me. It could just be me.
I don't know.
But anyways,
good stuff.
Let's talk about Alexandra Rodriguez.
You brought this fucking. Excuse me. I'm not gonna get too angry too quickly.
Okay,
So you brought a couple of how shall I say, larger ladies into my life lately, and what? That was totally fine. What was wrong with that?
Nothing.
Larger ladies into my life, and it was quite agitating to hear some of the things from two. So who are the two chicks that you brought into my life recently? You brought Alexandra Rodriguez
and Amberlynn Reed.
Now,
Amberlynn Reed, to be fair, is on a whole different other level because she's like a professional. Wins the Oscar award for Troll. But so she's on a different boat. But Alexandra Rodriguez. Oh my God. Rodriguez. Oh my God.
Rodriguez.
There we go. She's a lifestyle YouTuber, and she's kind of known for lying about. She got her lower part of her belly. She got that removed. And then she lied about it and was like, oh, I just exercised. So she's known for that. And she's also known for making a video of how life insurance, they declined her because of her build. And so she's like, that's discrimination. So she's known for that video.
We got a lot to talk about with all that because we're not glossing over that. I'm sorry. This one's being taken to task today.
And she's known for like gaining all of her weight back and then saying that she's healthy and that the doctors say she's healthy. She's just obese, but she's healthy and that she's muscular and she exercises a lot. That's why she looks that way.
I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
So, yeah, that she's muscular. So, things like that. So
I'm not fat. I'm festively plump.
Yeah, that. So, but she's also a lifestyle YouTuber. Actually, so this top, by the way.
Lifestyle YouTuber.
Yeah, this. Okay, so actually.
Yeah, you buy stuff from her.
I do because I like watching her. I love watching her. This top is Listen, she recommends some stuff. I go on her Amazon homepage.
You like train wrecks, man.
And
you do. You like train wrecks. I'm just saying. You have a train wreck history. I'm just saying you like some fucking train wrecks.
What?
I'm just saying we'll get into that deeper throughout the course of reconcilable differences. But you have a murderer's row of train wrecks.
Okay, you know what? Anyways, this top was great. And I love it. It's a chill top, but I bought honestly, there was one night he was sitting on the couch, I was sitting on the other side, and I just bought a bunch of shit.
How much is a bunch of shit? How much? Tell me about what you spent.
It doesn't matter. But anyway,
get off you.
Anyways, it doesn't. Not Amberlyn. Alexandra Rodriguez.
Yeah, sorry.
Not Amberlyn.
BMI. My
Alexandra Rodriguez. I bought a bunch of her stuff, all these in different colors and just chilling, chill outfits and stuff like that. And tops, everything. Anyways, love her. So this isn't this is a conversation we're having.
Well, she's having a conversation. Mm-hmm. I was a 525-pound man once who lost all the weight, 100% natty daddy. So I'm going to be judgmental as hell, and I've earned the right to do so. Come at me, Alexandra. Come at me, all right? Because I got some truths for you, baby. I got some truths for you, girl.
And you guys are the worst kind. You're the worst kind of people.
Yeah.
And I actually remind me of this TikTok I saw the other day. The TikTok is, if someone lost weight from Ozempic or if they lost it the natural way, because when you lose it the natural way, you will never stop hearing that person talk about how they lost so much weight.
Because we got to see all the phonies out there.
Congratulations. What you did was great. And congrats. You did a lot of hard work, okay? Congrats. But it just reminds me of that TikTok where they're like,
disability. I'm medically retired from the army.
It's congrats. It's a lot of weight to lose. So congrats. But I'm just saying, you remind me of that TikTok where she was so on point. You're going to know if someone lost weight from Ozempic or if they lost it.
Because you got to hear everybody talk. And the Ozempic people, they go through stages. I'm just saying. And then all the other people that are out there, the gastric bypasses, the lap bands, all the other things that are out there. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with any of those methodologies. However, I will say
he's just saying that because I have an appointment in 2 weeks. That's the only reason why he's saying there's nothing wrong with it.
Because you got this if you want that. I'll just say, whatever.
I'm waiting until they deny me, okay?
I may not be. You're already halfway down that path.
No, I'm not. I could probably get it, so we'll see.
If you really push for it, yeah. But you are so
I'd rather get gastric bypass.
Of course you would rather get it. Who wants to do fucking work? Who wants to do work? But you know how agitating that is to me? I'm like, go walk. What's wrong with you? Go walk. I get it. I played Pokemon Go every day.
To be fair, my thyroid was part of the problem. And this got removed 4 or 5 weeks ago. So it was part of the problem.
It is. And now, but you don't have that hindrance to stop you from losing the weight natty. No. So, but regardless of any of that, you can do it however way you want. But what I will say, and why I'm judgmental, is because all those other methodologies have worse success rates than just losing the weight. Because the reality is you're going to go through ups and downs when you lose weight. You're going to go through peaks and valleys. You're going to, I've gained weight, lost weight, all the whole shebang.
Yeah.
You just do it with a lot less consequence when you don't start messing with your body. But everyone's different. Everyone's got to do what they want to do. Now, I want to say about this lady here, Alexandra, because the main thing that we're talking about is her being denied by the OBGYN for insurance. Now, she got pregnant. Now, this is a large woman. She's 400.
Well, not insurance, but just got denied for them to take her on.
Okay, explain to me the situation. She's 4 bills, right? She's up there in the 300s.
I don't know her. I don't know her weight, but I know she's 300 and whatever pounds. I don't know.
She's in the 3s. She's got a high BMI. She gets pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. So she goes to a doctor's office. She's looking for a provider to take on her pregnancy.
Yeah.
And she's having a hard time finding it. Mm-hmm. So this doctor's office basically says to her, "You've got about 10 pounds to go." Mm-hmm. if you cannot gain 10 pounds over the course of this pregnancy, we can keep you on. But if you gain 10 pounds, your BMI is going to be at a unacceptable risk level for this pregnancy. And we do not have the proper, it's a risk that we're not comfortable taking, so I guess that's where we start. Is that a fair thing? Is that fair for a doctor's office to do with somebody? Like, can we can talk about the number being arbitrary. I mean, most people will say like 400 is probably a okay range. Like you could be under that. There's no reason we getting pregnant being over that. To me,
I feel like, and I gave you this example before we watched just a little bit of the video. I gave you an example of, so my hair. I can't just go to Dry Bar and be like, hey guys, can you give me a wash and blowout? No, I can't just go to Dry Bar and do that. You know why? Oh, Dry Bar is a place that does hair. It's a salon, but it's like a chain, and so you can go anywhere. It's very it's like luxurious in a way to say you've gone to Dry Bar, but
it sounds kind of Caucasian.
Yeah, I can't do that. You know why? Because they don't really know black hair, right? So, mind you, the hair people that I go to, they're on point. I love them, but I can't just sit there and go to a chain, because any chain that there is not a black chain.
Right.
So it's a white chain. So, and then I'm like, it's because...
Is it discriminatory for in that category for you?
Or is it... And so I never looked at it as, discrimination. I've always looked at it as...
Preference.
Well, no.
Specialty?
No.
Specialty.
No. Well,
they don't specialize in black hair. They specialize in white hair.
That sounds really bad.
I mean, because it's fixable. It does sound bad because it's fixable. And it doesn't cost much to fix.
Yeah, it's more about the education. They don't start with, in the salons, they don't teach you how to work with African American hair, right? And so I was comparing that to Alexandra Rodriguez, whereas that office, it's a higher risk during pregnancy when you are obese, because you may have to have 9 times out of 10 a C-section, which means you're going to be under anesthesia. And a lot of anesthesiologists don't really feel comfortable, I don't want to say working with overweight people, but it's just a risk in general. You know what I mean? It's a risk.
You do not have to beat around the bush on that. I've been told when I was big, I was back in Germany when I was really big. I was admitted to the hospital a lot. I'm talking 3-4 times a month. And, there was always talks of what surgeries can we do. I had anesthesiologists and doctors who would starve me when I was in there. They would torture me. They were like, we're not working on you. We can't do anything while you're this weight, because Germany doesn't care. They'll just torture the weight right off of you and then do the surgery. They don't give a shit. But that's just how they deal with it there. They coddle you a little bit more in the States. They'll take a little bit more risk, especially if you have money to kind of mitigate. It's kind of scary because the reality is she is very high risk for a lot of reasons, and she's not taking that into consideration. And that's what I don't like about it. She's going to the victimization instead of taking a little bit of accountability. Because honestly, she's just reaching the end of the leniency. I mean, that it's a big gap. And I like your comparison to a point, but yours is fixable. Like hers is a little bit harder because there's less people that are getting pregnant at that weight. I think there is. I think that's statistic. Yeah, I think that there's markedly a lot less people getting pregnant at that.
She's not that big.
Well, if she's in the 300s, if her BMI is popping that big, she's pretty big. I've seen some pictures of her being rather large. My point is, I think there's less of them than there are, black ladies need hair done. Because that's a lot.
I don't know. I think the comparison fits. I think that, once again, doctors are less educated on how to work with, or at least OBGYNs are less educated, and which is why there's only hospitals and certain practices that will work with people that reach a certain BMI.
I think it's more the equipment too. It's a risk factor, because it doesn't matter how good you are. If you're big, the risk factor is just markedly higher. And then you have to think about the equipment that they have to be able to accommodate.
I think it's also the risk factor at Dry Bar, because who wants to, I went into a hair place one time, and I even called ahead of time. This was in Ohio, by
But
the
you
way.
ain't dying, though.
This was in Ohio. It's still. I went to a hair place, and I called, and I was like, "Oh, do you guys do black hair?" They're like, "Yeah, sure, we do." Yay! Go there. Bianca's with me, my sister, and she sees the final product, and it's insane. And this lady's like, "Oh, how do you like it?" And my hair is just like, and she called it straightening it, and. Yeah.
See, this is the cultural thing because only a black woman would compare this to death in childbirth. Like, black woman hair is a serious thing, y'all. Like, do you know that's like death? What are you talking about? You're educating me today. It's the same thing. Same thing.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not the same thing, but it's the same principle. That's what I'm saying.
Same consequence.
It's the principle. It's the principle.
You know, never touch a black woman's hair, boy.
No, it's the principle. It's the principle. So
I love it.
Anyways, let's watch.
Let's watch some of what's her name?
Alexandra
Rodriguez. Is she married or is she?
Yeah, she's married.
Well, no, I wanted to make a joke. Is she related to Bending Rodriguez?
I don't know.
Futurama reference.
Wouldn't know. Sorry.
Whatever. All right, let's watch this lady. Can you hear this? She looks like an axe.
Angle. This is the only way I can film in my car. And I'm driving around right now and kind of processing something that happened to me yesterday. And I'm still at this point not sure if I want to share this or not because I don't know. I know there's going to be backlash, but I also feel like it's really important to talk about this. And over my, long time here on YouTube, I've always shared when these kinds of...
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to hear fake. Here, let me speed this shit up.
Oh, can you turn your volume up? It's not loud. You could turn that up a little bit.
I got it all the way.
Of things have happened to me.
Maybe it's just
when I have felt, I don't know, discriminated against because of my size or just treated differently, rather, maybe. And I just feel like it's something to talk about, something important to talk about. So I am currently 10 and a half weeks pregnant, and I've been going to the same OBGYN now for a couple of years. And I had a miscarriage with them last June, and I really love my practice, or I loved my practice.
Pause real quick.
I won't be going there anymore. Yesterday I had my first appointment with...
Real quick, but this is why she even has to, she's covering her chin because she probably doesn't want to talk about this. And then people are like, oh, look at that, chin or whatever.
No, 100%. I mean, look, this woman does not take accountability. She doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't take accountability. She doesn't want people to say stuff. She knows what she's about to say is going to be triggering. She knows that people are going to have something. So she's like, I better cover this fat fucking shit up. Let me cover this thing up real quick. Let it hang. Let it hang. Thanksgiving. Just let it friggin' hang. It's okay. We know it's there. Oh, we got to talk about the Kate Middleton later too. My God, people are crazy. They're saying that's AI. We got to talk about that later.
It's not AI.
There's some compelling information.
It's not AI.
Why wasn't William there?
Because,
why wasn't he comforting his wife
because it was
during
probably
the cancer?
a PR thing where she looks more innocent alone, saying that she has cancer. So people feel sorry for her alone. But if she's with a man next to her, people feel less sorry for her. Come on, it's a PR thing.
So
have you seen Scandal?
The only other thing that I saw, no, I have not watched Scandal. The only other
Olivia Pope would be on it and be doing that same thing.
The only other thing that I saw that I found interesting is she wore the same shirt she did in some announcement video in 2016 where she was also solo.
And what do you wear in apology videos? White.
I'm just saying it's the exact same shirt.
Okay.
And just saying, so the probability of it is because the AI would need a video to be able to go off of to make a perfect copy of, and that would be the perfect copy to do it. So the fact that she used that shirt is a little bit, I don't know. I'm starting to think that she might be gone already.
I think
that they're AI in her. I think we have clones robot Kate Middleton.
They're not going to try it twice.
Yeah. What? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, they photoshopped, so I don't think they're going to then use AI after photoshopping.
Oh, maybe they got Michael Bay and went high budget and stuff. There'd be more explosions.
I
if it was
don't
Michael
think
Bay.
so. No. And plus, I do believe TMZ experts.
Yeah, they went over the video.
Yeah, like TMZ, they got some experts, and they were like, we're going to tell you guys the real deal.
You don't think the royal family could fool experts?
No.
They're the royal family.
No, I don't. TMZ, they go hard. They find people. Okay, this may not seem like going hard, but they go through plenty of TikToks and they find the people that are like really legitimately good at lip reading. That's how they find a lot of people.
Oh, we need to get them on what happened on wrestling tonight because The Rock whispered something to Cody Rhodes and we didn't get to see what happened.
We don't care over here.
I think people in the chat care.
But you know what? You be happy with your wrestling.
I am very happy with my I wish I was going to WrestleMania in about 10 days.
Oh.
It's very expensive.
We couldn't go anyways because I have class.
So expensive. Yeah, but we can just not go to that and just go to WrestleMania.
And fail.
Well, I wouldn't just say fuck responsibilities. We could do that.
But weren't you just talking about how she needs to be held accountable? Not your fucking responsibilities.
Good for me and not for thee. No, wait. Good for thee and not for me. There we go.
A doctor, because my 8-week appointment was just with the ultrasound tech.
Oh, wait. What did The Rock say, Fake? What did he say? Wait, I don't know what The Rock said.
Oh,
Tell
gosh.
me what did The Rock say?
This appointment I had yesterday was with my doctor, my first doctor appointment, going through everything that's coming up, kind of giving me the rundown, did like a pelvic exam and
How do I make this faster?
So I will say my original OB I loved so much, and I got notified about a month ago.
Are you new to YouTube?
She was just extremely empathetic.
I don't see a button.
I love her. She was so
serious?
amazing during my miscarriage
Press
last
the
year.
freaking button.
She was just extremely empathetic. I adored her with all my heart. So I was bummed because I was prepared to go through this pregnancy with her. So I got assigned to a new person. I met with her yesterday, and unfortunately the vibe wasn't great from the beginning. I'm overly friendly. I want to like connect with you. I want to connect with you. I want to feel connected with you. Like, this is a big deal for me. This is my first.
What?
It's not Tinder.
Okay.
I want to connect with you. Connect with me. She's got her fingers up your pelvis, dude. Relax.
Okay, but she had a miscarriage like 7 months ago, something along those lines, and now she has a baby again, or now she's pregnant again. So
I can't beat her up too bad on that.
yeah, see, this is where I got you.
Childbirth is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's my second pregnancy, but like I don't have a child as of yet because I've only gotten pregnant once before and I miscarried. So this is like all very new to me. It's very foreign. It's scary. There's a lot going on. And like I said, I've been at this practice for a while, and I was like, well, that's fine. Like, I'll go with any doctor there because I haven't met anyone in that practice that's not like phenomenal. Even the people like at the reception desk, ultrasound, blood work, everyone there is just so sweet. So I meet with the doctor. Yarman's with me, my husband, and we're in the room, and we're starting the process of talking about everything. And she says to me, we have a BMI cap here, right? And I'm like,
oh, there we go.
I didn't realize her husband was in the room when she said that.
I'd want to be in the room. I'm glad that he was in the room.
But that's horrible to say. No, because then now, okay.
She can't lie to him.
No, but like if it's not about that though. Like if I was pregnant and you were in the room with me at some doctor's office,
what's up, poofers?
I would have to think, because you can't just react. You then have to be like, oh my gosh, now the person who I'm with, they've just heard that this doctor said you're too big. So then now you have to react as if like you got to think about them too. So it's just the whole thing is that's I didn't hear that part about her husband being there too. That's gotta hurt.
I gotta be real. She might need that kick of reality.
Guys, I literally said like 3 months in him dating, I was like, oh, I think I'm like getting fat. Yeah, you've been ordering a lot.
I
like,
never said that.
On the toilet. Yes, you did. You said that. Yes, you did. You
I
said
never
that.
said
Yeah,
that.
you were like, yeah, well, you've been ordering a lot of food. Yeah, you're very honest. But my point is that you're honest. My point is that you're very honest.
I don't remember saying it like that. I think she's rephrasing.
No, I'm not.
I know that doesn't sound like. I am not that mean.
No, but you said it like that. So of course, when you say it like
but
that.
I would not say that like that.
You totally said it like that.
That doesn't sound like me.
But anyways.
That doesn't sound like me.
But it's okay. My whole point is that Dave's an honest person. So,
but I thought you were beautiful the way you were. I was being supportive. I was saying you're good. Look at you. You're beautiful in any size.
That's not what you said.
That's pretty. I think it's what I said. I feel like I don't know what I even said. I'm sorry.
I was looking for. Oh no, you don't need to lose any weight. You were like, yeah, you have been ordering.
We were ordering some crazy shit.
You've been ordering those Uber Eats a lot. Yeah,
but I don't think I said it like that.
Where is the? Oh, you're just beautiful.
You are. I did say that.
That was the first fucking reaction.
No.
Anyways.
No, there was more to that conversation. I feel like I had to have been walked to that because I would not have just done that.
No, you aren't.
Well, shit.
No. Anyways.
I'm really sorry.
It's fine.
I think you're beautiful just the way you are.
Well, thank
you. Were
you.
then, always will be.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You good looking over there. What's up? I gained weight in this relationship. I'm feeling pretty portly. We ordered a lot of stuff. We ordered a lot of things. I'm not a butthead. It's not, I don't even know. I don't even remember doing it. And apparently I was on the toilet.
Yeah. Sorry. I did say you were on the toilet.
That's all right. They know I shit with the door open. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've said it about 1 million times. Well, I'm sorry. Hey, I've also been the guy who's been trying to be supportive of walking and eating right until then you get me eating bad. You're a facilitator.
A facilitator?
Yep. You facilitate my badness. What's the word?
What about taking accountability? Where is that at?
It's true. You're right.
Alexandra Rodriguez, don't listen to him because
I'm just saying I got a couple 100 pounds before I got to worry about being Alexandra's situation. Is all I'm saying. I don't think I got to worry about that right now. I don't think I'm that far.
Honestly, Alexandra Rodriguez, if you are listening to this, you are beautiful and you're pretty.
You're cute.
And you are like, don't listen to the haters out there.
What do you mean?
Reaction channels.
Don't listen. What do you mean? Giving her advice to get healthy?
Here's the thing.
You don't think she should lose some weight?
Here's the thing.
You don't think she should lose some weight?
Here's the thing.
You think that she should gain a couple pounds?
Finish my thought. Let me finish my thought.
Okay.
So, what I'm going to say here is that a lot of these reaction channels out here in these streets, they want to sit here and talk about, oh, we care about your physical health. We care about you. We want you to live long enough. No one ever cares about a person's fucking mental health, okay? Okay? No one cares about the person's mental health because if person cared about the mental health, then they would treat that as equivalent to caring about her physical health.
Yeah.
Okay? And so people feel free to call her fat. They call her double chin. They call her all these things. And I'm like, wait a minute. That means you don't really give a shit about her health, period.
No,
period. With a T at the end, okay? That's exactly what that means. So because I am team Alexandra, I love Alexandra, and I will continue watching Alexandra. But I just, I hate these reaction channels that try to, I lost the weight and we react to her because, because we were big, but we lost. No. You react to her because it makes you feel better about yourself. You react to her because you project, like, it's kind of like, and my friend said it the best yesterday. She was like, it's because it's kind of like they are mad about, they still have some hatred towards when they lost the weight. It's kind of like, oh, well, they lost all this weight. They had to do it. And it's like, oh, and they're kind of projecting that, like, why can't she? Like, why can't she do it?
Well, allow me to rebut that for a moment there. Because the fact of the matter is, she can be as fat as she wants. She can. But when you come on to the old interwebs and you start saying some shit You're going to have to be held responsible for it.
You should. Oh, no. I'm not.
Because she plays too much.
That.
She plays way too much victim card.
I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is the fake people.
Oh, we're saying just that we're here for your health. Yeah, I
agree. What I'm saying is just cut the shit.
Yeah,
you want to sit there and make fun of someone who's obese because it makes you feel good.
No, hopefully, I think some people do it for different reasons. I think some people do it because they feel that bullying helps. I do believe that. I believe that there are people who feels that bullying serves a purpose. And to a degree, I've been that way at times in my life, and I probably still am, because I've seen it work. But there's a fine line. You can't do it to people who can't take it. You have to that's your responsibility. You have to identify that, because you don't get to choose how people react, whether it's from tears or if they're stabbing you.
Elucid said, no, I don't think so. They react to her because she's kind of a low cow.
This is where we're getting to as well. So low cows are people who cannot help themselves but getting thrust into the spotlight for hilariously ridiculous reasons. Constantly putting themselves in situations that are ridiculous and overly blown. And how does this continue to happen to them? Sound a little bit familiar? She's like that. Like, how do these things continue to happen to her? Lying about cutting off her fat roll, doing things like this. She cut off her fat roll, then it grew back or something, man. Like, I mean, I didn't lie about it. I didn't chop it off. I didn't go get a goddamn machete and chop that off. She did that. I didn't do that. She chose to do that shit. But that's what a low-cow is. A boogie, a low-cow. Somebody who you can milk for laughs because they're just constantly just mooing.
Okay, got it.
And she moos. And I'm not even making a fat joke there, but if you want to go ahead and milk the cow, milk the cow.
You're really enjoying this.
I am a little bit because you said a little bit of real shit. I do have resentment and a little bit of anger over people who don't get their shit together. I do.
See?
A little bit, sure. Because I fucking I'm medically retired from the United States military. I had doctors that told me I wouldn't walk again. And I will pump my chest. I went from bed to wheelchair to walker to cane, and now I don't even use that.
And now you're about to go to driving.
And I'm about to drive an automobile after all these years. Like, what the hell is happening? You're telling me that Boogie, you can't, Wings, you can't, Alexandra, you can't.
But you are the type of, but you guys are the worst.
I just get mad because it's like, I don't want to hear you bitch. It's like, go ahead and you know what? I don't care about their excuses. I don't care about the reasons. It doesn't matter to me. But if you want me to care, if you want to put your stuff out there, well, somebody who's done the work, well, God damn it, I have a right to say so. I have complete damn ability. Say what I want.
I'm going to get more wine. I'm so listening.
Get that wine. Get that wine.
My knees hurt. So just
do you want me to get it? Here, I'll get it. No, I'll get it.
I got it.
Your knees hurt. You sit.
Yeah, but then I gotta open the wine.
I will open the wine because I'm not going to sit here and let the chat be like, Dave, her knees hurt. So I'm going to be chivalrous, Dave.
And my knees hurt because I've been doing skills for 4 hours on the floor, and it's not fun. If you know, you know. Wait, no, that's the bottle you got me from Greece. Oh, can you get the one that's in the refrigerator? Dave was nice, guys. Let me tell you a nice gesture that Dave did. So I went to Greece. Was that in October? I went to Greece with my friend. And for Christmas, all the places that my friend and I went to Greece, Dave ordered wine bottles, like from the winery, and gave it to me for Christmas.
It's literally one of my favorite gifts I've ever given.
That was really nice.
I really love
that. Was
that one.
Very nice. You were very thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful.
Well, you loved Greece, yeah, and you really enjoyed that.
That was very cute. That was very thoughtful, very cute, and I love that. I love it. Like that was very thoughtful. Like I've never had anyone do that for me, so that was nice.
I saw how much you enjoyed it, and
that's why I won't drink that last bottle.
I'll order some more of that.
No, but I specifically saved the one that you got me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's from the first one that I ordered? Oh, that's cute, honey. Oh, that's cute. Ah, that's cute. Let's see if I can not cut my finger up. Dave had a shit sandwich and made a golden donut out of it. Golden donut out of it. That's right. What's up, Popers? What's up, everybody in the chat? How you doing? Just
Hi everybody. I get really weird because I don't know if people like me or not. So it's like I want to say, so I want to like hi everybody, like, but only if you like me. I don't know.
Why would anyone have any problems with you? Have you done something in the community? Do we have a history? What's going on?
I don't know. I prefer the word not retarded but mentally disabled. Okay, that's what I prefer.
Yeah, people are jerks.
Not everyone.
No, most people.
Wait, I think that's too low.
What do you mean?
If you use it, you won't be able to open it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, maybe. Well, I don't know. Wait, try to do it now.
What
I think it's too low.
It's not too low, honey. Dude, first off, you can go 2 levels.
Okay.
Act like I don't know what I'm doing. Ow!
Okay.
Yeah, I pull your line.
No, because you're gonna spill it.
I'm not watching.
No, you're gonna spill it. No, I'm serious.
Take it. I gave it to you. I just punched my microphone. It hurt. I'm not from the commentary community, so I'm good.
Who's that?
That was fake.
Hi, fake. Why is your name fake?
Well, do you want to know his full name? Because it's not a very nice name.
No.
His full name is fake.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm done because I've known from day one that these questions don't really end well. So I don't want to know. I take it back. I'm sorry. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Thank you, fake. But don't want to know.
Fake is fine. You can call him FAT. That works too.
Why would I call him fat?
Fake ass, and then he has a 3rd letter. So
It's okay. I don't want to know it. I don't want to know.
It's okay. He's a douche. He's a doucher. All right, let's listen to more of
Okay.
Miss Rodriguez.
No one told me this. She's like, yeah, we put it into practice last summer, a BMI cap. And my heart, like...
Okay, well, that's a little new information I didn't know.
What?
Last summer. They just put this into effect. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. But it also makes sense in regards to, like, this is a growing concern. They probably weren't having a lot of people doing it. Now maybe there are more people.
Well,
like
she
the
had...
obesity crisis.
It sounds to me what happened, usually if it came into effect last summer, what that tells me in the medical world is that something happened legally where they decided to, because there's rules are made for a reason. So I think maybe something honestly happened legally in that office where that's why now that's made into effect last summer.
It's very possible.
Because she was pregnant and miscarried. But when she was pregnant with that office, they were definitely willing to take her on. So I do think it's like, was it yes, it was their responsibility to notify her, which they did earlier in her pregnancy. But at the same time, it's kind of like she wasn't pregnant anymore. So it's like, it's weird to send out that letter. We know you had a miscarriage, but if you do get pregnant again, we won't be able to take you because of your BMI.
Oh, I thought they're telling her this now. Yeah.
They are, but she's arguing they should have told me this.
No, I don't think that they have to send
That's
that
what she's arguing.
Because they can't, for one, that's a lot to assume that she's going to want to try to get pregnant again after
Well, they
having
knew she wanted to get
pregnant.
pregnant.
It's still a tough one.
It's tough because you miscarried, and now it's kind of like, hey, but if you do get pregnant again, we do have a BMI limit.
Yes, I think waiting until she actually gets pregnant is the right move.
But she's talking about this lady's attitude, and so my friend was saying, I had a good conversation with her, and she was saying, I guess it's all about how the conversation was said and how it's all about attitude. Because if she was like, oh, well, we don't take people with your BMI. It's kind of like a Pretty Woman moment.
Sure.
You know? So, I don't know. But then it's like, could she be exaggerating this moment?
Absolutely.
For...
Unfortunately, with her track record,
I don't know.
it's kind of what she does.
But either way, I do feel for her. But this was a video that people were watching because they were like...
I mean, it definitely sucks.
You had trainers reacting to this. You had people were pissed that she was using, I mean, including me, actually, that she was using the word discrimination.
It falls into an interesting realm because I mean, I am not somebody who believes, like, I see these friggin' real societies of like rights for fat people advocacy groups and stuff like that, people who want to widen airplanes and shit like that. And I gotta be honest, I want to set fire to their houses. It drives me crazy. It like makes me angry. Like they want to change the world because they can't fucking put down a Cheeto.
No, okay, I don't think it's as
really,
simple as
it
that.
is that fucking
no,
simple.
it's not, because yes, you did lose the weight, but how long did it take you to lose it? Because it was hard to lose it.
I agree, it is hard, but I never asked the world to change for me. I changed, or I changed myself. I didn't put myself out into the world as much if it didn't work for me. If the world doesn't have to bow to me. If I want to be a part of the world that's out there, I have to make those changes. But it's part of
it's like a disability. It's part of a disability.
But I'm actually disabled. Like, I'm medically disabled.
All right, for instance,
I'm just saying.
In Ohio, in Portsmouth, Ohio, in Kroger.
There are different types of disabled in Ohio. Mentally disabled.
Stop trying to make me laugh. But in Kroger, they have like 1,000,001. My mom was horrible. Like, don't ever get my mom on here because she should never see social media.
We should have her on.
No, she's horrible. And she knows what I mean by that. I had to stop. I stop her with things. Like, even when I'm with Dave, mind you, Dave needs censoring, and I'm sitting there trying to censor my mom in front of Dave.
Because if she goes, I might think it's okay. And then the floodgates might open.
I stop her sometimes. Like, I'm like, Mommy, stop it. Stop. But God, what was my point? Shit. I was trying to say something. I forgot. Shit. I forgot. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, shit.
I forgot my point. It's okay. Let's just press play.
Where were we? What were we saying?
I don't know. It's the wine. This is my last glass.
That's funny.
This is my last glass.
Fake, what were we talking about before we got distracted?
It's okay.
We gotta actually wrap this up soon.
Let's press play.
I know,
we keep talking.
Well, I can't help that we're great conversationalists and we're captivating.
Let's just talk. Well, no,
immediately
let's not
just sink
talk.
because
Let's
I'm like,
watch.
First of all, I just didn't even know that this was like a thing at some practices. And already, BMI is such bullshit, and I'm so glad that doctors are starting to.
That's what I was saying. Yes, fat people, the advocacy groups, it drives me fucking crazy. It really does.
Okay, for the record, I don't think people are like, when people say, "Oh, love yourself, self-love," and all that stuff. Totally okay. I don't think they're like, because people like, what's that guy, Alan something? Was it Alan White or something? The guy I told you about that's such a douche and was like, oh, if he was telling people to call DCF on her.
Oh, what's his name?
Alan something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so there was a guy who I can't stand.
Oh, what the hell was his name? Yeah, he was an asshole about this.
And he was like, oh, here she is driving in the car and she's looking at the camera, and he pauses. Mind you, it's a bad pause because she wasn't looking at the camera in that moment, but she looks at the camera for a second. Majority, like 99.9% of this video, she's on the road. And the times where she's looking at the camera is equivalent to like you looking at your GPS. Because I have a GPS in my car. And it's equivalent. The fuck? And so he goes, if she has her baby and her baby's in the car and she's looking at her camera, everybody, including me, I will call DCF because she's not keeping her eyes on the road. It is negligent. Like this guy.
That guy needs to shut what I like to call the fuck up.
And then he goes, I went through this before because he has 200,000 plus subscribers. And then he has, I don't know, there was 1,000 people watching his live. So take that what you will, but the 1,000 people watching his live were all in, and he was like, and I've been through this before only one time, but he was baiting Alexandra because he was like, if Alexandra takes him to court, she would have to disclose like her grocery bills. She would have to disclose like her because he thinks that Alexandra is lying about some of the things, medical problems that she has. So she would have to disclose her medical history of the things that she claims that she has. And
but
I say claim.
Not necessarily all of that. Only what's relevant. He's an idiot.
I'm telling you, this is all him.
Yeah, he sounds like an idiot. He
claims that he's gone through this only one time before and that a YouTuber had to reveal this information.
No, because any good lawyer would say relevancy, Your Honor. I mean, like, you have to prove some sort of relevancy.
Oh, the relevancy. I don't know. He went on a rant.
He sounds like a fucking idiot.
So,
He really
I don't
does.
know.
He sounds like a moron to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a moron to me. But I digress. All right. Let's speak.
Yeah, let's watch.
I'm about to put it on 2X.
Realize that because health and weight are already not synonymous, but also I'm very heavy because I've been working out.
I can't listen to her. Health and weight are not fucking synonymous. Health and weight are not synonymous. Don't back her up.
I am just saying.
Don't back her up. You're in the health profession. You're in the medical field. Do not back her up.
Listen.
Babe. Don't back her up on that.
Okay, so obviously, I do think that that there is a correlation there is a relationship with being like within the healthy BMI range and living a healthy lifestyle. But my friend Cassie is a coach at one of these like fitness places, and I went to her baby shower recently, and she had a lot of like, kind of like bigger people there, but they're coaches too. And so I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, if you're overweight, you know what I mean?
See, there's a couple things to that. See, I'm a larger good athlete myself. So I understand that it's not as simple as BMI, but she's no athlete. Okay? I'm just saying, this woman, because I can't speak for all BMIs, but this woman here, she is not. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I would love to get her on a field and let's see what she can do, is all I'm saying. If she would be able to complete 2 fucking laps, I'd be shocked. 2 laps without walking. 2! I'm just saying. I just hate that. It's not synonymous. It may not be completely synonymous, but let me tell you, if you're a fat load, you're probably not going to live as long as somebody who's not a fat load. I damaged my long-term health because of my weight, because of how fat I got. I'm not going to live as long as I could have. I'm just not. I understand that. That's just a fact. Your heart can't handle fat. So it's crazy when she says something like that. It makes my head explode.
Since I was like 10 years old. I've been going to the gym since I was a child. I've been on diets since I was a child. But more than anything, I've been working out since I was a child. I recently lost 100 pounds over the last couple of years when I had gastric bypass. And I've kept like 95% of it off. So I have a long history of struggling with weight. And I just hate BMI so much because I am very heavy. Because I'm very muscular. Like a high percentage of my... Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of fat in there too. I'm not saying I'm like not fat, but I have a lot of muscle and it makes me heavier. And with that, it makes my BMI so much higher. And as someone who's worked out now for consistently over the last year, who's worked heavily on eating more balanced, who's lost a significant amount of weight, who has like perfect blood work, perfect blood pressure, like I just hate BMI.
I guarantee you, we put a blood pressure cuff on you. You do not have perfect blood pressure.
That's not true.
She's not going to have perfect blood pressure.
Within the last, 3 days, I took over 40 blood pressures from like 70, 80s, and 90-year-olds. And I would have to disagree. It's just different. Their body chemistry is different. Everyone is different.
But the likelihood is not high. It's just not. I mean, like, you look at her body composition.
I'm telling you.
The heart has to pump.
Okay, well, listen to medical over here. Medical over here is telling you that I took some blood pressures and I was surprised myself. I was like, shit.
But do you know if they were on lisinopril? Do you know if they were on something? Because I can tell you this, lisinopril is the most prescribed prescription like on the planet right now. Like everyone is on some form of blood pressure medication. I was recently on.
I'm not on any form of any blood pressure.
I was up until about 2 years ago.
I've never been on any blood pressure.
No, but a lot of people are. I was kind of surprised because you're kind of high tense. You kind of need a little bit and calm down a little.
You see what I mean, guys?
Get that heart rate down.
It's evident.
Get that heart rate down.
I'm like, I'm not on any blood pressure.
She's a little high. She's a little high stress over here.
Should be.
She's a little high stress over here. I'll say it's stressy Bessie.
Actually, one of my questions was today on my exam, if a patient they're in shock, what would be the thing that you would check, like that wouldn't be consistent? And I was like, oh, for sure, blood pressure. Like, definitely continue checking that. Yeah. But that was one of my questions. Anyways.
So much. I just think there are 1,000,001 other better ways to measure health. And it's honestly just another way to discriminate against fat people and show that society just wants to cater to a specific kind of person.
Now she just said there's 1,000,000 other ways, 1,000,001 other ways to measure body fat. She doesn't give one example, but of course there's 1,000,001 other ways.
She's driving.
There's still 1,000,001 other ways.
She's driving.
And instead of giving one, she's
driving, okay?
She comes to the conclusion that this is all just another way to be discriminatory towards fat people. It's not against you. There is a logic behind it that you are less likely. They are more liable. There's more risk because of your choices.
Okay, first off, can you be a little bit nicer?
I'm trying. I can't. This is bugging
Why?
me. Because she's fucking living in denial.
She's not living in denial. She's pregnant. What? She's pregnant.
How much did she weigh before the pregnancy? Like, come on!
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, she doesn't tell how much she weighs. I don't know.
I mean, I spent a little bit of time looking at pictures of this woman today. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be overly mean, but I know bullshit when it comes to this stuff. And because
you lost a lot of weight.
Because I lived in denial for a very long time, and I've said all these things, and I told people, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just built a little bit different. I hold my weight differently. My body is different than yours. Body composition. I've said it all."
Okay, well, look, I've never said that, and my mom has made sure that I will never say that.
Yeah, because your mom just tells you shit. She just says mean stuff. She says she's a lot meaner to you than I am.
Yeah, but she's my mom, so I was born with her, you know. Like, if I was ever, because this isn't my heaviest, but like, I remember one time I came home from college, maybe it was sophomore year, and she was like, "Damn, you're fat." And even my brother,
really,
the one that lives in Georgia, like one Christmas, he sat across from me at the table. He was like, "You're fat."
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my family was like, "You're fine.
Oh no,
you're okay.
Nah,
you're okay.
Nah,
look,
not.
You're going through a lot right
nah.
now.
They tell you
You'll get there when you're ready." That was my family. My family's a bunch of fat loads. They're all a bunch of fatties. They're all huge, and all they do is lie to each other. They just tell each other, "Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you don't have time." It's not fine. You do have time. Stop making the excuses and get the fuck up.
You know what was great
it's motivating
though?
Me.
What was great was that, so David would be like, "Oh, Blossom, we should walk in the morning." I'm like, "No, I'm not getting up." Right?
She won't walk with me.
I'm horrible at getting up. Period. Like,
She is.
I'm not a morning person. Never been. Never will be. That's it. But
I have to keep knives away from her in the morning. She wants to stab me.
No, because he's like, dee, 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 dee.
I actually do make those sounds
every
though.
morning, y'all. From day one, other than Thanksgiving, but day one during that time. Okay, other than that period, that era, we're calling it the Thanksgiving era.
Holy
we'll call
shit.
it that. Other than that time,
Jesus.
you're really
I am pretty much a
person in the morning.
Person.
That's exact. But can you, like, if you could just think of any morning where you wake up and you're just kind of like, oh, like, I hate life. Like, oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I gotta go to class or whatever. And he's just like, hi, this is my second cup of coffee. Like, hi. Like,
Coffee's coffee. Rise and shine.
Every morning, he's the same. Mm-hmm. It doesn't change. There's not one morning where he's like, oh, man. Or no. Those mornings, I'm working overnights.
Yeah.
So then then all of a sudden he has these mornings where he sleeps in, right?
Because you're not, because I don't have to, because you're not here.
You don't have to what?
I don't have to, I don't have to be here for you. I don't have to get the house ready and be perfect.
I don't get it. What do you...
I like, this is just my personal preference. I like having the house ready for you when you get up. I like making your morning, because you are, an ungodly hell beast in the morning. I do like to make sure you're. No, in all seriousness, I know mornings can be a struggle, so I like to try to make the nice environment.
I know Dave is my alarm, pretty much.
And that's the funny thing too. Like, she'll be like, "Oh, you're too much in the morning." But if I leave her alone, she'll sleep till 8:30, then yell at me for not waking her up. Like, why didn't you get me up? I woke you up every 15 minutes.
Well, I'm just saying, my point here was that Dave does not change in the mornings. He's exactly the same. And if you are not a morning person, there are going to be some days when you want to kick that.
Oh, I'm shocked she hasn't punched me in the face yet.
Person in the morning. I'm like, damn, dude.
I'm shocked.
Take a Valium. You need something else other than the marijuana over there.
Oh,
you
that
need a
helps
Valium.
a lot. No, I don't need a Valium. Like that. No more pills. Captain Poofer's $5. I am an enigma of the human race, for I am a morning person. I rise each day like a supernova. Get at it.
Thanks, Captain.
What's up, Jason? Good to see you. All right,
Hi, Jason.
Let's get through this. I'm done.
Okay, you keep talking.
So when she says
She's
this,
annoying.
my heart immediately
And I'm
drops.
not
'Cause
done.
Actually, I just had a scare a couple days before
12:30.
with some
You gotta
bleeding,
go. You gotta get up
and I'm already going into this appointment very
I
anxious.
gotta work.
Just dying to make sure the baby still has a heartbeat, make sure everything looks okay. And this is the first thing that's kind of dropped on me in my appointment. And I'm kind of just taken aback, and I'm choking back tears immediately. I am hormonal. Even if I wasn't hormonal, I'm choking back tears. This is a lot of information to just be dropped on me when I'm already highly emotional, exhausted, scared shitless of losing my baby, etc. And she's like, yeah, we put it into practice last summer, but there was no empathy behind it. It was I was kind of expecting her to be I know it sucks, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. But she just kind of said it in this tone that's just yeah, get out of luck. She's at least you're early in your pregnancy, so it won't be hard to switch. But I will say, you're only 10 pounds away from hitting that limit. Do you think you could only gain 10 pounds during your pregnancy? And I'm like, no. I mean, I haven't gained anything yet, but I'm only 10 and a half weeks. I got a long...
I just feel like there's more to this story.
Well, let's press play in here.
No, I feel like we're not going to hear more of that story.
Or let's just press play in here.
I'm saying, I think there's more to this that she's never going to tell the other side.
Yeah.
Way to go. Do I feel comfortable? I will hit the cap of the BMI limit if I gain 10 pounds. She's we can still care for you and have you in the practice until you gain the 10 pounds if you want to wait to switch, but I'm sure you want to switch sooner to get more comfortable with and build a relationship with your new doctor. And my mind is just swirling. It's swirling. And when she said, you think you could only gain 10 pounds, I'm I'd have to lose weight at that point during my pregnancy, because between the baby and fluid and water weight, there's just no way. There's just no way. And I'm kind of panicking at this point, because I'm well, where do I go? Because I don't know. I'm freaking out, honestly. I'm so where do I go? I just kind of blurted that out. And she's well, honestly, blank and blank, it's another hospital is the only one that's going to take you. That. And I'm
Can you pause for a second?
now I don't have a choice.
And here's why I say she probably felt really embarrassed, because her husband is also Army.
Yeah.
So to hear that in front of someone who is physically fit and exercises till this day, goes on drills once a month or some shit like that. He's probably what is it called? Army Reserve? No,
Reserve, yeah, probably.
No, it was another
National Guard?
No.
It's the only two.
No, it was shit. I knew this when I
Those are the two though.
No, it was not active Army, but you are
Reserve.
Are you though?
Yeah. You're either active Army or you're Reserve.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess you would know, right?
You would think that I might know.
Okay, but you knew why I would know the knowledge to know. So
I'm just saying, I have a military ID in my wallet.
Okay, the dude who has a military ID in his wallet didn't know he can get free massages until I told him, okay?
Your job has an advantage.
Is it right or is it right? Am I right or wrong?
That was because of your
Am
job.
I
That
right
you only had that
or
knowledge because of your
am
profession
I
at the
wrong?
time.
I'm just saying.
That's crap. That's such a shit call out. How could I possibly have known that?
I don't know. A million other army dudes knew that. So
I don't think anybody knew that.
A lot of people did.
No, that's the only hospital that will take me without a BMI limit. And she said it's because the only reason is because it can be riskier if I need anesthesia.
I can't go to the DMs. I don't have anything to check. I'll check DMs later, proof man.
During the birth, which doesn't even ever always happen. You know, it's not like, I don't know. I just think it's, just brief. It just felt absolutely shocking. And like, I told a few close friends about it and they were just like, what? And they're thin. They're like, I didn't even know that was like a thing. Like, I would never even have to think that's a thing because of thin privilege. And like, you just don't even think that is something you can deal with. And it just made me.
What?
She just said thin privilege. Babe.
There is a thin privilege.
As there should be. It's called being able to fit in the fucking clothes.
No. Okay. No, thin privilege is
There is no
equivalent
thin.
to like pretty
there's no
privilege.
No. The thin privilege is not being able to fit in your seat. In a fucking thing. This is thin privilege. Come on.
Feel the way it was delivered, especially like it sucks enough. And I'm like, why did no one? Don't you think when this was put into play last summer, like a notice should be sent out or something? Don't you think like people should be notified? I would have switched providers immediately because I don't want to have to worry about if I gain 10 pounds, you're going to boot me. And what if
They probably should have sent out a notification.
Something.
Absolutely, I'll at least say that. But maybe they sent out an email.
Oh, stay till the end.
Check your spam.
Okay, I was gonna say stay till the end. Are we pieing each like
No,
we're not
we're
pieing
gonna
each
do the
other,
pie on
no?
the next one,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
because we gotta get
I'm
this
okay
out of
with
here.
it. Yes, I'm okay with it.
I'm trying to get this. You don't even realize how long we've been live for.
Yeah, I do.
How long?
I'm not that drunk.
How long?
It's 12 and we were live at 11, so at least an hour and change. An hour and 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, it's you
I'm
just had to look.
I'm
again.
not that drunk.
I didn't say
I'm not
I wasn't a drunk. For one, I wasn't making a drunk fucking comment. Calm down there, whiny Winerson.
I'm thinking about what I gotta fucking present tomorrow morning.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
You've been
what I'm thinking about.
you've slept
Okay,
like
but-
7 hours the past 3 days. You have to get up in 5 hours and you have to present because you had to
Because
run your
the
mouth
thing
to an
is that I
instructor.
still get to. I did the math and I still get to sleep more hours tonight than I have in the last 3 days.
true.
So I'm still good.
But you had to run your mouth to a damn instructor. Now you got to deal with that shit tomorrow.
I know. I regret it. The fact that he was like, okay, since we're talking about education, you'll be the first one up, and everybody. He was like, he went in and was like, everyone, we're gonna be doing the yada yada. If I say
All
it, then
you
you'll
had to
know what
do-
you'll know everything. So
All you had to do was agree and laugh. All you had to do was agree and laugh. Mm-hmm. And he did that. She was not going to be agreeing and laughing with that.
it just pissed me because it's a male-dominated field, and once again, me and another female, mind you, the other female in the class already says she's not doing this shit. She just wants on her resume, and she's 19.
Yeah. Well, that was.
She's like, I'm not. I just want this on my resume.
She became a target. He doesn't want that, and he doesn't want people like that in his field. And I can understand that because he's probably seen people die because of people not being trained.
But
right,
that's why I like for the past 2 weeks I stayed behind, and he was like, and he's been like, and I didn't even know that was me getting like certified. I thought that was just a. When he was like, "Oh, good job," I was like, "Why did he pat me on the back like that?" But then I realized when I got my certificate, I was like, "Oh, I didn't really." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've been staying because I felt like, oh, he probably thinks I'm not supposed to be here. So then I stayed and tried to prove myself the past 2 weeks.
She didn't.
And so then now I had said some shit and I was like, great. And now that boosted up his ego because all he loves to do is talk about himself. And so now it's like, oh, you'll be the first. And I'm sure he told the dude, this is the person, slam her tomorrow. I'm sure of it.
Just go in with the right attitude and just have your stuff right. That's all you can do. Because you know what you're walking into, so don't stress about it.
Can you help me? Like, can you test me on it?
When?
Tomorrow morning?
I gotta get up at 6.
No, not at 6, but like, so I'll get up at 6, but before I go, like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then try to go, because it's the list, but it's of different things.
All right. No, I have to listen to much more of this lady.
Yes!
You want everything from me.
You
This house is a fucking prison.
Okay, you know what?
What?
You have
I
a
thought I
chill
was being kinda
job, okay? Chill the fuck out. You have a chill job.
Excuse me?
Yes, you do. You have a chill fucking job.
I do not have a chill.
Yes, you do. You have a chill job.
I walk thousands of steps a day.
You choose to do up and above. You choose to do like the max than what's required.
I don't even know what to say to this right now. I'm being attacked for being good at my job. The job that's a chill job.
I'm saying
She doesn't realize the crackheads I have to deal with on a daily basis. I had a guy take a shit on the sidewalk this week.
Oh my gosh.
Like what? Life is hard. It's rough in the streets.
I did see a guy overdose, OD on something. And it was really bad. No, I didn't even share it with you because it was really bad. We went on a call and it was really bad. But anyways.
Wait. Oh, when you went on a call, you actually saw someone OD?
Yeah.
And die?
Like it was, well, we don't know. That's the thing. You don't know what happens to that person. But anyways,
you're going to see a lot of that around here.
Yeah.
Get used to Narcan.
Yeah, anyways.
It's brutal. Ugh.
Like 11. Are you going to say no delivery here? Like what? I don't know. I'm very disappointed. I just didn't even think this was something I would have to worry about. And I know there's been people who are like, they have every right to do that. You need to lose weight. Like it's not their fault you're fat. It's not your fault. You're clearly not a bigger person, and this doesn't. If you must know someone in your life who's bigger, and can you imagine this happening to them? It's just scary. And
so I'd like to go ahead and throw a big Dave side bowling ball right through her logic there. Obviously, you've never been big. Obviously, you don't know anybody big. Sorry. No, that's...
Yeah, but you're a hater, so you don't count.
I'm not a hater.
You are a huge hater.
Nope. I just don't like bullshit.
You are a fat hater.
You know what? Maybe a little bit. Maybe she needs to get her shit together.
Alexandra, I'm still going to buy your shirts. I'm still going to buy anything that you recommend, so we're good.
Maybe take a little bit of accountability for your actions and your size a little bit. Oh.
No, okay. Yo, this is why I don't let him pour the wine.
All
this
I
is why
did was move my knee.
The amount of stuff he breaks, spills, drops in a week. I've said this like a million times, but no exaggeration.
Yeah.
So, and maybe some of that is relative to veteran army stuff.
He's trying to give me some sort of credit for my
But still,
pain.
the facts remain the same. So, I'm always like, very cautious.
I mean, I can't really argue. I did just bash the shit out of my knee again. So.
Ooh, and I just almost spilled this.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Wine.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Would have been great. All right, let's finish this.
Okay.
now, I mean, yes, it's early. To me, it doesn't feel so early. 10 weeks for me feels incredibly far because I'm so grateful to have even made it this far right now. And to have a bomb dropped on me when you think you're settled. I love my practice. It's easy. I'm used to the routine. I love going there. To have this put on you where it's like, okay, well, now you gotta find something else. It's like, it's just another layer of stress with pregnancy that's already so stressful. Oh, I don't know. Talking about these things, it's important. As hard as it is and as much as it opens
So
me.
here's what I'll say.
This is why it doesn't end, by the way. But keep going.
No, I know, but here's what I'll say. I think that she has every right to feel the way that she feels, but not publicly. I don't think that it's smart to put this out in a video because you're not going to garner sympathy like that.
She's a lifestyle YouTuber.
I get it.
This is part of her lifestyle.
You gotta
This
be
is
a little
part
smart,
of
I think.
no.
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think
This is
you're in
part of her
control.
lifestyle.
Well, I mean, look, what I'm saying is you can't have your cake and eat it too. And as much as she would like to do that. I'm sorry, it was right there. It was right there. I couldn't resist it. I couldn't. I'm sorry.
This is why.
I'm sorry.
No, this is why she needs to do it public. This is why, because he says shit like this, but then I feel like
I couldn't resist. It was right there. It was right there. But you can't. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to understand that people are going to feel ways when you're bitching about something that you can control. And she can. She can control some of this.
well, what if she can't?
Then she'd be a medical anomaly because walking more and eating less works for 100% of the people. It just does.
If this is true, because once again, we don't know her full medical history. I don't know anything. But if this was food addiction, then that is a form of addiction. If it was that.
Everyone is capable of having food addiction.
Okay, no,
I'm just saying,
everyone. No, because then you could say then you could make the argument everyone is capable of having like an alcohol addiction or whatever.
I think everybody is.
Because then when you're, here's the thing.
Here's what I think. I think some people are more predisposed. I think it's harder for others than it is for some. I think that's genetics. There's blood work, but ultimately, when it comes to food, especially because food is not like alcohol. Everybody has to eat. Not everybody. There are people who've never had a drop of alcohol in their life.
It's just dumb to me because if you were anorexic and you had a baby, they're not going to sit there and they're not going to be like, oh, well, you're too like below the BMI.
That's not true. That's not true.
So
wait a minute.
we can't take you.
You think that they would let what's her name have a baby right now?
What's her face? Greenwich. Yeah.
Yeah. You think they would allow her to have a baby right now?
Eugenia Cooney.
They would absolutely say you cannot have a child right now.
Okay,
there's
but
not a doctor in the world who would be like, this is a good idea.
No.
There's not a doctor in the world.
I think that they would, especially in Greenwich.
No, not a chance.
Yeah.
She'll die. If they allow, if any doctor
we're talking about
pregnant,
two different things. We're talking about two
we're
different
talking
things.
about the same thing.
No, we're not, because what I'm saying, you're saying let her. What I'm saying is so let's say Eugenia Cooney.
The same thing.
Let's say Eugenia Cooney's already pregnant. Mm-hmm. And she's gone to the same
doctors are going to walk the fuck away.
OBGYN. I don't think so.
I do. I think they're going to give her the same speech.
I think they're going to be like, oh, you're gaining weight. Like, yeah.
I think unless they can prove that she's medically healthy, they're going to look at her and go, we cannot be a part of this.
I don't know.
Because she can die.
That's the real test.
Just getting through the... Yeah, okay. Well, let's get Eugenia pregnant. Eugenia, we got some for you, Eugenia.
Stop.
We need you to go ahead and get pregnant for science. This is important for us. We need you to do it. Let's go. This is it. Kelly Clarkson, this shit. Some people wait a lifetime. I am an asshole. It's true. Whatever.
Yes. Whoever said that, you're right.
Fake. You don't want fake. You don't want fake agreeing with you. It's not a good thing. It's not
okay.
Up to direct criticism, it's important to talk about because I genuinely did not know that this was a thing. I did talk to one of my plus size friends who had a baby already, and she didn't know that she didn't encounter this. She lived somewhere else. She didn't encounter this. But she did experience like weight discrimination at one of her appointments where the doctor was like, you're obese and gonna die when she got pregnant. It's just like,
and
it is not.
That's when it got my attention, when she started saying like weight discrimination, because so far, and this is my only like, I don't even want to say beef, but just misunderstanding with Alexandra Rodriguez is when you use the word or terminology discrimination, you have to prove that a person doesn't like you because, well, I guess you don't have to prove, but I guess you feel that a person doesn't like you because you are overweight.
You got to prove something.
But I don't think in this situation, because you even say in this video, with your words, the reason the doctor gave you wasn't because you were obese. It's because
you were approaching. You're approaching the max of the BMI.
It's because it would be like a high risk pregnancy where another facility would suit you better, so that way they can manage you if you have to have a C-section. There's an anesthesiologist, like things that they don't provide. I would want to go with them anyways.
But she just said that she just defined what she thought weight discrimination was. And that's troubling to me because her definition was a doctor saying you are obese and you could die. Yeah. That's not an incorrect thing to say.
And that would be my problem with this video. But the problem is people like you and other people.
It's because I'm angry about it. If I would have been
they use these mean terminologies to come for her.
I come for her.
And it makes it hard for, even if you are really trying to have an honest conversation with her, it makes it hard to do that when you're just using all these mean words and things that like no one wants to hear, especially when they're pregnant.
Why does she get to say ridiculous things that hold no bearing in reality?
What I'm saying is it makes it harder for her though.
This makes it hard for me. I have to listen to this. I was completely having a great life, not having to hear this, and now I had to hear this, and now she gets to hear me. And why? Because I've done the work and I have an opinion. I'm allowed to have it. That's crap. This drives me nuts. She's saying insane things right now that are harmful. that are harmful. And if people, she's an influencer, and if other people of big size are listening
A nice
to this,
influencer because I've gotten a lot of things from her, so I love it.
But not nutrition advice. Would you go to her for fucking nutrition advice?
I haven't really gone to any. I've gone to local people for nutritional advice.
But you would not go to her for nutrition advice.
I don't know.
Stop it. Just say the no, woman. You're not going to...
You're trying to make me say something mean.
No.
Yeah, you are.
So you're going to go to her. You're going to go to her for advice on how you should lose 30 pounds. That's who you're going to go to. Yeah? I didn't think so.
You know what? You're trying to make me say something mean about her.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No, it's not mean at all.
Alexandra, you may never be watching this, but that's fine. Because currently there's only...
Hey, Alexandra, I got a little bit of extra roll here. How do you suggest I get this off?
6 nice people watching this.
And
all I want to say is that you're beautiful, and I hope you have an amazing pregnancy. And I actually mean it, because these reaction channels out here on these streets are like, oh, we just wanted to be healthy.
I hope she has
if
a
you
great
did,
pregnancy.
then you wouldn't be calling her all these names and saying all these mean
I hope
things.
she has a fantastic
or
pregnancy.
jokes.
I hope
or
she has.
jokes.
I hope she has a great pregnancy.
Whatever. No one believes you.
No one cares. I hope she's healthy. I hope her baby's healthy. I just hope that she, thinks about her life choices a little bit more going forward, and then doesn't try to blame everybody else for her problems. Okay.
Incredible, healthy, plus-size pregnancies online that people share, and actually that I've even known in person. I just hate this stigma with size and health and pregnancy. And it's not to say that there can't be issues from weight, but it's not always going to be from that, and it's not something that we can always just pin it on.
It's not about always. This is the thing, though.
Yeah, but look, my thyroid. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see if they can see this?
You can see it. You can totally see it.
Okay, so for
Sort of.
like a year, the doctors have been saying that my thyroid, which by the way still takes they told me it could take up to 6 months to get back to where I can start. My body could start really losing weight like a normal person. And even if I try, my thyroid was a problem for such a long time, and I got it removed recently, 4, 5, or 6 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
One of those. And they were mind you, I didn't even know that it was causing the whole weight issue, but that was one of the reasons why I had gained weight, but then I would just see a weird 2 weeks I would be I would look good, and the next 2 weeks I would look ooh, and then the other 2 weeks I would look good. So it was really all over the place. I got my thyroid removed for many reasons, but one of them also, one of them was a weight issue, and you just don't know what other people are going through.
100%.
That's my point.
But she's being very forthcoming with a lot of other things. And we can't be held accountable for having an opinion if she's not being totally forthcoming with something she's saying she's being forthcoming about. So if she has other things that are affecting it, I would like her to go ahead and step forward.
You guys can hear me burp into the mic.
So we're not operating off of bad information. But other than that, I got tough stuff too. I'm just saying, I got a hard life. I have all kinds of problems, but I don't make it other people's. Just saying.
She's not making other people's problems.
Yes, she is. She absolutely is.
She's
She's
sharing.
throwing this fucking doctor.
She's sharing with people who are plus size.
She's throwing her
That
doctors under the bus.
No.
She's accusing.
No, she's not. She
discrimination.
didn't say. Okay, look. She didn't say a name. She's basically informing people who are plus size, hey, look, this could be problematic for you. So I'm just letting you know so you have a nice, easy, stress-free pregnancy. 2, she's kind of just venting because she's a lifestyle YouTuber. She's sharing with us, connecting with us, letting us know. And 3, this helps people like me who watch her. And I'm like, okay, girl, share the tea. Share what's going on. Okay. Here is where I may disagree with you. However, I still love you, support you, and I will watch you.
I don't love you. I will support her supporting you, and I won't watch you. I will say, I hope that you figure it out and you get yourself exactly where you want to be in life. But let me tell you, you need to lose some weight. And you should take care of yourself. and you should not blame other people for your situation that you have going on. That's what I'd like to see going forward. Champions. It just bothers me, man. It's always going to bother me when it comes to the weight stuff when I see people using shit like that. Like you can have issues with the way things are and not be a victim. And like, I just don't like the way she's using her terminology. I don't like.
Well, I will agree with you on.
I think it's
Alexandra, my only like disagreement here would be the discrimination term. But at the same time, now I'm like, well, if you feel, because there are plenty of times where I will never have the proof of day where I felt like, you know, someone was being discriminated. I'll never have the proof of day. When you really feel like you're being discriminated against, you won't have proof sometimes because it'll be sometimes at a fucking grocery store.
Sometimes that's just your feelings, though.
No, it's
you know
not.
What I mean, I'm not saying all the time. I'm not saying all the time.
Now I'm giving you an example.
I'm not saying all the time.
Now I'm giving you an example.
Wait. I'm not saying
care.
every
Now
time.
I'm giving you an example. I will walk. I will literally, I will go into Stu Leonard's grocery store and I will sit and I will watch, you know, I will just pick one, right? Who has their purse sitting like at that front part of the cart. And I will watch, you know, as the white people walk by, pick up their fucking grapes. I will watch. And then I'm like, okay, now let's see what happens when I do it. When I walk by, they see, because mind you, they're not even fucking looking at me, but they see, someone that's like a color, like, you know what I mean? That's different than white. They look. And then, they go back. But I've done that numerous freaking times. I've done that so many times that I just like.
First off,
just confirmation.
I'm not saying that it can't happen. Wait.
But I'm saying,
wait.
No, but what I'm saying is that people like her.
You're making a totally different argument, though.
No, I'm not. Because what I'm saying is people like her. It's like you can't
look in everyone's mindset all the time. What I'm saying is feelings are fine. You can feel a certain way. Just like you had a situation like this earlier. The other person felt something different than you felt. You were trapped in a situation because they felt differently and you know the truth. That shit happens all the fucking time. That perception, your feelings, is not reality. Most of the time, it's very far from it. And why is that? It's because I have my feelings and my perspective. It's going to be different than yours. So what I'm saying is that just rarely exists. It's usually not true. It's usually a facsimile of
it's
our
not
own
usually
minds.
my feelings.
I would say usually. I think most of the time for individuals, we overblow 95% of our daily situations in our head. Well, I believe that.
I'm sorry, you believe that.
No, I think it's true. I just think most of the time situations are rectifiable, they're reasonable, they're Occam's razor. The easiest answer is usually the correct one. But that's not a lot of fun. And it's certainly not convenient, and especially if you have other things going on, weight issues, that type of things. It's just much easier to go, well, I feel like I've been discriminated against, other than taking a little responsibility for your role in your situation. That's what I see happening a lot, and that's just the way I see it.
Okay.
You want to finish this vid? Mm-hmm. I really want to finish this vid.
Yeah.
Put everything on weight. It was just very dehumanizing yesterday for her to drop this on me, and then she's going through with the exam. My robe was a little too small. I could barely close the front of it. I'm sitting there just like naked with a too small robe on, receiving this news, and then having to have like my legs in stirrups, feeling so like just awkward and dehumanized. That's like the best way I can say it. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna even post this. It's kind of just me processing everything out loud. It just happened yesterday. Thank God baby's fine. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, especially since we had the scare a few days before yesterday. So now to find a new doctor. I just want to share this, talk about how I don't think it's right, and I want to know if you guys have ever encountered anything like this before. And if you have, and you're comfortable sharing, I'd love to see in the comments your experience. I mean, I was going to say, please be kind, but that's not going to stop anyone who's not going to be kind. 7 days later. Okay, it felt fitting to do the second part to this video, also in the car. So I have a silver lining to this whole situation. So I ended up finding a new OB because obviously I did not feel comfortable being told I can only gain 10 pounds during my pregnancy, or I'd hit their BMI limit and not be able to give birth there. So I immediately went onto my health insurance website and found who's accepted and looked up the best reviews and gave a call to this one place. And I immediately got really, really good vibes on the phone. and they had availability. It was funny when I called. I was like, hi, like, do you guys have a BMI limit? And they're like, what? I'm like, a body mass index limit? And they're like, no. I ended up going to that appointment this morning and switching over. And honestly, I was such a nervous wreck all morning. So I think, like, as a plus size person, you know how anxiety provoking going to a new doctor can be. Not knowing if they're going to be weight shaming or assuming things about you because of your size. You just never know. You just never know how it's going to be. And there's obviously really great doctors who can talk about weight in a healthy way and in an appropriate way. And then there's some that are just flat out mean. So you just never know what you're going to get. So I was really nervous all morning. I went to my appointment and oh my gosh, it was great. I absolutely loved the midwife that I met with. And the thing is,
I think it's all pretty much, I think we got the gist, right?
Okay, yes.
I mean, now it's just a regular story.
Yes.
Now. I think we got it
She
all.
found an OBGYN, by the way.
Yeah, I'm glad that she found a new OBGYN. Someone that will tell her the things that she needs to hear. That works for her. Mazel tov.
Yeah, after all these fat shaming. Mazel tov.
Well, because obviously she found someone who's going to tell her what she needs to hear. And she found doctors that will do exactly what she needs her to do. And that's okay. I can't say nothing else now. She found someone who will give her the reality that she wants. That's okay.
That's offensive.
It might be, but I hope everything works out okay. Because we ain't going to know everything's okay until everything's okay. But she's really happy right now because, like, now she doesn't have any extra responsibility. She can gain as much weight as she wants. So exciting.
Wait, God, you're so...
It pisses me off.
Okay, so what if I was...
Oh, shit. What?
300 pounds
Okay.
plus. And I was like, Dave, I'm pregnant.
I've dated big
And
women
I was
before.
having pregnancy cravings and I was just having them all the time. And like, I don't know, being pregnant and stuff.
I would tell you how I always do. I'll tell you the truth. And if you reject that reality, I will then choose to be happy rather than right. So it just depends on you. I love you. I can't, if you're not going to listen to the reason, I'm just going to choose to be happy and screw being right. It's really that simple. All right. I've learned this.
So I could be like 800 pounds and you'll be like, okay, you're right.
If that's the way you want to be.
So you'll love me at 800 pounds?
I didn't say all that.
Wait, what's the pound limit?
I don't know. It depends on. See now, wait. You're trapping me here because I'm gonna start saying some dirty things. I'm gonna start saying dirty things, and then I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't want to say dirty things.
No, what's the pound limit?
I don't know.
What's the pound limit? I want to know.
Stand up and give me a little twirl.
I can eat some Cheetos. What's the pound limit?
I mean, you got a little bit of room.
Oh God, help me! But no, I'm actually.
You're trying to lose weight.
Actually, I'm trying to lose weight. No, Okay, in all realness here, no, honestly,
she's gassing me here.
No, honestly, no. My thyroid has been such a huge thing, which is why the doctors have recommended it just be removed because it was fucking my body in so many ways you have no idea.
Yeah.
It was fucking my body like insane. And so now I'm still dealing with the temperatures. Like I'm hot and cold, hot. Like it's really bad. Like it's bad me adjusting to my body having no thyroid. But I'm also obviously taking medication to replace my thyroid. But now I just decided to take advantage since there was a loophole to see if I can get gastric bypass. I don't know if it'll work because my doctor definitely was like,
they already started to shoot that shit down.
They already started to be like, bitch,
you're fine. Like, come on.
She was like, you could just.
And that's why she's mad at me over all this because she's got doctors saying just walk.
She was like, bitch, like you don't even. Let's just like. Because no, technically they just want to wait 6 months until the whole. But she still wants to keep me as a patient, so she referred me to a surgeon. Mm-hmm. So I will.
Let me tell you, she will get a new doctor.
I will get a new.
She will get a new doctor.
I
Miss Rodriguez will not mess around. She will get a new doctor.
I will. So she knew that. So she obviously referred me. So I will see a surgeon for a consultation in 2 weeks. I have a feeling I'm going to get denied because I'm really technically. The problem is they think it's my thyroid. So in 6 months I should be basically
your levels will be fine.
Not even. I should be like normal weight, and they don't want to even do anything until 6 months.
Why do another surgery? Put you under another anesthesia?
I don't mind.
Of course, because it's less work.
I don't mind. But yeah, so that's the deal. So yeah, and then I lost weight on top of that. So it's like scales don't lie, but
scales don't lie. All right.
Anyways.
I am donezo.
Yes,
I am exhausted. I am dying. Did you have fun? I had fun.
I did. I want to do this because I was like, I don't know, when this week I'm gonna do it. But it was really fun. Yesterday we saw an awful movie.
It wasn't awful.
Okay, it wasn't awful. I fell asleep during it.
Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters movie.
Who you want to
We'll
call?
talk about that more.
Ghostbusters.
We'll talk more about that on the next one. But I got to get up out of this piece. I'm dying.
Really? Okay, I'm not.
I'm hurting really bad.
Okay.
But appreciate you guys being here. I do. Ooh, and I hope you guys have a fantastic
Steve
Christmas.
Urkel?
No.
Oh, who?
Kel Mitchell.
See?
That was Keenan and Kel. Who loves orange soda?
Oh, I do.
Is it true? I do. Ooh. Come on.
Okay, sorry.
Come on.
Sorry. That was the first. No! It wasn't the first. Steve Urkel was the first.
Steve Urkel was, did I do that? Steve Urkel never said Steve Urkel never even drank orange soda on Family Matters.
You're
That would have been far too racist to put on Family Matters.
Corrected. You're right.
They never had
I already
anything
said you're
racial.
right.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
Family Matters was a wholesome show. Chicago proud black family. Anyway, you guys have yourself a fantastic evening, and we appreciate you very much. I'm Dave.
And I'm Blossom.
And remember, as always, any differences that you might have, make them reconcilable. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you going to play the music?
No.
No? Why not?
Fine.
Play the music.
Real Talk, take us home.
For real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Hakeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's why I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night. So I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. Feel like I'm Alexandra's prodigy. Fuck your death threats, them niggas always talking honorary. The Pentagon the same, they trying to mold us in the pottery. But even if I die, my lyrics still a living history. You mean they treat us like we pawns and we listen cause we scared they ain't gon' beef with Genghis Khan? I'm higher than a dinosaur, she Oreo like Baltimore. I taught them what I know, that make me feel like I was Gryffindor. Get your game right, she hot, I call her sunlight. With lips like she's Brad's wife, I ask her cause a crash site. But that's the way it is, I guess I play protagonist, this shit will never change.